What's up? How's everybody doing? Welcome to the stream. Fix that a bit. What's up, Lisa? Hey, Eric. What's up, Jet? Hey, Storm. What's up, Raz? Finally found that fourth damn Chaos Emerald. That's pretty sick. Alright, it is starting. This is happening. I'll keep the music on until it's ready to go. What's up, Lukey? Stay hydrated. I guess I can get those now. 47 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, here we go.
Hey, what's up everyone? This is Mitchell Saltzman here with our very last feature for IGN First, featuring Sonic Frontiers, and this one's going to be a little looser, a little more casual. I've played 4 hours of Sonic Frontiers at this point, and now that all the embargoes are up and I'm able to talk about everything unrestricted, I wanted to answer some questions based on the 4 hours I played. So let's hit that title card and we'll jump right into it. Before we start proper though, I've got to give a bit of a fair warning. It's been more than a month since I had my last playthrough with Sonic Frontiers. I last played it in the middle of May, if you can believe it. So it's going off of what is no doubt an older build, but I'm also going off of memories that are a little bit dated. So, you know, just understand that things could change and my memory of smaller details might not be 100%. So, you know, just keep that in mind. Alright, so let's begin with probably the most commonly asked questions. I'm gonna just group a bunch of these together.
Cyberspace.
Let's talk about cyberspace. What I think I'm gonna do is talk about this generally first before addressing specific questions about cyberspace. I got to play 4 levels. You see 2 of them in that Nintendo Direct trailer. One of them is modeled after Green Hill Zone, and that's actually the very first thing that you get to play when you jump into Sonic Frontiers. There's an opening cutscene, and then you get thrown into Cyberworld, and you do that Green Hill Zone, basically. The second one is the Highway Zone that you see, which is probably like my favorite one that I got to play. That one was just awesome. There was one that was modeled after Chemical Plant Zone, and then there was one that was kind of like a Sky Temple. I don't
Sky Sanctuary?
Yeah. Of any prior Sonic games. It might have, but it's been a little while since I've played some of the older 3D Sonic games. So to answer the question from Flame Kit Fox about the length of the cyberspace levels, to me they felt a bit short. And I say that because I believe I beat most, if not all of them, within 2 minutes, even on like my first try. And usually these 3D Sonic levels, they focus on different beats. You go from a really fast boost section to a 2D section, and then back to a 3D section, whereas the levels in Sonic Frontiers felt pretty focused on one or two things. You would start off, it would be a boost focus section, then you'd go onto a rail, and then you'd go into like a little platforming bit until you're back to the boost section, and then you get to the end of the level. So they felt shorter, but I don't really mean that in a negative way. I think they were actually just long enough where I wanted to keep on retrying them so I can get those goals. I mentioned this also in my preview. Every level has 5 goals, and every time you achieve a goal, you get a vault key, which allows you to unlock the Chaos Emeralds. So I played 4 hours of Sonic Frontiers, but honestly, most of that time was kind of spent in cyberspace, because I'm the kind of person when I play a Sonic game where I wanna strive for those S ranks. I wanna strive for getting those goals. So I would keep on retrying until I get, like, you know, the level down pat. To me, that's the most fun I have when I play a Sonic game. It's that feeling of mastering a level and getting through it without slowing down. So I really strove to kind of get that experience every time I played one of these cyberspace levels. So for me, I actually kind of like the shorter length, especially when consider the fact that it's not the full game. The cyberspace is not the whole game. It is this mix of the open zone exploration and everything that you can do there, along with these cyberspace levels. So yeah, in short, the levels are short, but I also don't think it's a huge problem. And then as for the second part of this question, are they closer to those of Unleashed, Generations, or Forces? You know, I guess it's more similar to Unleashed and Generations because of the fact that there's no wisps. There's no wisps. Wisps is
no wisps. Okay.
It's
Interesting.
just kind of purely focused on that modern boost-focused 3D Sonic experience. As for the 2D sections, actually, I didn't get to play it, but my colleague Jeffrey Vega, who played about 2 hours of the game, he went a different way in the open zone and ended up finding a cyberspace level that I didn't find. And he said that it was entirely 2D focused. So I think they, you know, they're gonna mix it up a good amount with the cyberspace levels in this game. Another thing that a lot of people really wanted to know about is momentum, and I feel a little bad about this one because I honestly didn't really think about it. Sonic's control felt fine to me. At the very least, it wasn't noticeably different from other boost-centric Sonic games, especially in the cyberspace levels. It's true that it doesn't really matter what speed Sonic hits a rail at, he'll still grind it all the same, but I also don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. Now, there were definitely some weird moments, like I mentioned in the preview, where I was fighting the Asura boss, and I would run up the arm, and despite feeling like I should have enough momentum to reach the head, I would kind of just fly upwards and not have enough forward momentum to lock onto the head, and I would just kind of, you know, fall back down to the ground. But to me, that felt more like an issue with the boss itself rather than an overall problem with momentum. So yeah, I wish I had a better answer for you than, you know, the momentum didn't really bother me all that much, or, you know, it feels very similar to other 3D boost-centric Sonic games, but, you know, that's kind of where I'm at with momentum right now.
Guess that gives me
the two big ones that kept coming up, so I kind of wanted to group them all together. But now let's look at some more targeted questions. Lone Speedster DX asked, how does the combat work in Frontiers? The starting combo seems to be that punch and kick string, but how do any of the special attacks work? So the way it works is that when you homing attack onto something, you'll do the little punch kick combo, and then on the last hit, you'll kind of kick yourself away and you'll come back down to the ground. There are a couple of upgrades that you can get in the skill tree that add some sort of new attack to the end of that string. So that's where you see like this move and then this move. I think, and this is one of those things where, like, don't quote me on this because again, I played this a month and a half ago, but I think that there is a combo counter. I think you get rewarded with like a certain kind of power-up mode if you do a bunch of hits without getting hit. So there is a reward for being careful with regards to, you know, knowing when to lay off your attack and when the opponent is about to, you know, strike back. You can use a dodge to get out of the way. Dodges are on the L1 and R1 buttons, so you can just quickly get out of the way if something's about to attack you. You can use parries, you can lock on. Another one of the abilities that you can get is that kick attack.
It'd be nice.
Right here, where you kick a bunch of sound waves and it looks really awesome. That's generally how combat works. It's not You know, it's not, this isn't Devil May Cry. I think the real test for the combat of this game will be enemy variety. You know, there were a handful of enemies that all were a bit different, and I had to fight them a little bit differently in order to defeat them, but it's really going to be a matter of if they can keep on introducing new enemy types that keep having new and interesting ways to deal with them. And I think that's going to be the real test of whether combat is going to be exciting in the open world. I mean, excuse me, open zone. What does collecting those little rock guys do? Asked Vincent_me. So collecting those little rock guys, it's kind of like Korok seeds in Breath of the Wild, where like you solve a really simple puzzle, you find a Korok seed, you do kind of the same thing in Sonic Frontiers. And what they do is that somewhere on the island is like this elder rock guy. And if you get enough little rock guys, I wish I could remember the name for them right now. I'm sorry, again, like a month and a half ago. If you get enough of those little rock guys, you bring him back to the elder, he will either upgrade your speed or upgrade your maximum rings that you can carry. And you may be like, well, I understand.
Oh, you can upgrade the amount of rings you carry.
Why would I want to upgrade my maximum rings? When you get hit in Sonic Frontiers, you don't just drop all your rings. You drop 40 rings. It's a set amount every time.
Okay.
And if you're able to collect 400 rings, I believe the cutoff is 400 rings, you're able to activate this like super blue boost that, like, you know, envelops Sonic in like this awesome blue aura. He's able to go even faster on his boosts. And
what?
He goes
That's crazy.
Sonic Frontiers isn't fast enough. Just trust me. It's once you get this blue boost, he moves plenty fast. And
I want to see gameplay of that. Oh, that sucks.
That I got to experience in my playtime. Sonic Rich says, in your first 4 hours playing Frontiers, were you given the freedom to explore the first Starfall Island from the get-go, or were there points where you strictly had to follow the story path? No, you're pretty much able to go wherever you want when you first land on Starfall Island. You know, obviously, there is a main quest that you are constantly reminded of, but, you know, you're able to just go off in a direction. There's a bunch of puzzles to solve to open up your map. The map will tell you where Chaos Emeralds are. You'll be able to find more puzzles to open up more of the map. So there's actually a lot to do in the open zone. There's a bunch of collectibles to find, the aforementioned rock guys that you can grab. It doesn't really funnel you towards a certain path. You're kind of free to take on that critical path whenever you want. Alright, lightning round time. Let's do a bunch of them really quick. Was there any form of spin dash or rolling, albeit in his base moveset or the skill tree? No, but there is a drop dash. Was the light speed dash
a drop dash?
Yes. Is there a Chow Garden or at least Chow in the game? I can't speak for the whole game, but in the 4 hours that I played, not a single Chow was seen. From what I played, how was the music? It was good. One of the first things that me and Jeffrey talked about when we got out of our demo was how much we enjoyed the music. So
always with Sega.
No, it's not.
Sega music is god tier.
It's very fitting.
Sega music, it don't matter. It don't matter. It's always Sega.
Alright, well, that is going to do it for me, and that is going to do it for our IGN first of the month of June for Sonic Frontiers. Thank you all so much for watching. Of course, if you missed...
Sounded like he was about to go a bit more into something else there.
We've got an interview with director Kishimoto-san, an interview with Izuka-san, the head of Sonic Team, and over on IGN.com we have a written interview with Ian Flynn, the writer of Sonic Frontiers. Thanks again for watching, and
pretty interesting.
Keep it here on IGN.
It's pretty interesting that they're gonna put in like a feature where you can like get more speed if you have full set of rings. That's really interesting. Not a lot there that I don't think was unanswered from previous like statements. Obviously the most we've gotten is from, I believe, Nintendo Everything was the website that I went to get a lot of information from. Oh, tip my cup. I'm interested, like, he didn't go into detail about Big, or like he didn't answer anybody's questions about Big. I don't know if anybody asked him about Big. But Big is in the game. So, in Nintendo Everything, they're called Cocos. That's what they're called, Cocos. Coco. Basically, the story is just Sonic's new journey begins with him and friends, Amy and Tails, head to Starfall Islands in search of Chaos Emeralds. As they approach the island, sudden trouble hits their plane and they are sucked into a dimensional portal. Sonic then finds himself separated from his friends and awakens in a strange little world, Cyberspace. He miraculously escapes cyberspace and arrives on Kronos Island, one of the Starfall Islands, full of ancient ruins where strange enemies roam. It is then up to Sonic to explore the Starfall Islands and find his lost friends and uncover the mysteries around him. But yeah, no. I mean, that's cool. At least they answered some questions. What am I gonna do after this? I don't know. Well, I'll tell you one thing, actually. I'll hide this user called LAC Games. There you go. I don't know. Later on today, I might stream Crash Team Racing because it's Crash Community Day. He didn't really speak much of the options. Like, when he was talking about momentum, I was expecting him to talk about like the like what everybody else was talking about, where it's just like, oh, you had options to do certain things here and there, change his speed however you want. So I don't know if that was just a limited thing to them, the demo, or if that's actually going to be in the game. They're doing a midweek sale. It's like the midweek update thing. They did it last night, I think. They haven't announced anything yet or shown off anything. Speed Sim. Didn't seem like it was worth covering on the channel, so I didn't say anything about it. Oh shoot! We just got live news, guys! Oh my gosh! Okay. Alright, hello everyone, I'm Dave Ace, and welcome to a quick Sonic Speed Simulator video. We literally just got streaming the Sonic Frontier stuff, and I went over to the page here. Hold on, let me get it up on screen. So we went up to the page here, and look at here! It's the... it's the 4th of July event icons. Speaking of, alright, so it looks like we are going to be getting 4th of July stuff for Sonic Speed Simulator. That is pretty awesome. Pretty epic. Jeez Louise. Raz.